Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black Channel here at Ticker Talker. And when things occur matters. This is what you're going to want to know about right now. So, what's going on here and where are we? So, if we pull up the SPY, first of all, you got an inside day. Boo. But here's what's going on here. So, we've got the end of the month coming, also a new quarter. Right? So, as of right now, a lot of things have played out. A lot of people getting chewed up. Your opening is an inside week. So, the question is, how does SPY handle this? Do we stay inside for the rest of the day? We have not picked a direction for the week. So futures drying up here, and so that's why you're seeing a lot of things dry up. And so oftentimes you'll hear me say on a Monday especially that we pull back because we want to see what initially happens on a Monday, and then we look for the follow through on Tuesday or the reversals. Just like on the second week of a month, all that kind of stuff that we'll look for the weeklies to reconfirm and whatnot, and also in the quarterlies because you'll remember last year here it was big. It was the new quarter after the shellacking, and then boom, as soon as that new quarter kicked in, off to the races. So, what we're doing right now is living in exhaustion risk. And what that means is that here you had an outside month in lower middle. Right there was a reversal month. Then inside, then back up, and then ever since then, two up, two up, two up, two up. And so, one of the things you want to be prepared for eventually is when you get something like this. Not total pandemics, but even two up, two down reversals where you get these nice long red bars. It'll happen, but if you've been listening to me for less than 5 months, you haven't seen it yet. If you look at the monthly here on SPY, we're nowhere near taking out last month's lows, right? So I was talking to a friend last night. He's like, I heard the market's going to crash. I'm like, better take out this, right? First of all, not even close to taking out last week's lows as of yet. So once again, inside day, let that cook because what you're going to get when you're going to see something like that, you're going to see a chop like this here. People getting chopped up, right? As price discovery starts over again. So we'll see how we get out of that. If we go to QQQ here, now look at this. Been pointing this out all year. Look at this opening and closing range. That's the yearly opening so far. One big old fat old doji. Now, how are you going to take this out or that out? And you're closer on the monthly to taking that out with the new month coming. But you can see on the weekly, Qs have been doing nothing forever. All right, so that's important. They're not an inside day. They slightly took out Friday's highs, but for right now, not a doing a mucho. So if you go to small cappers, here, a little weaker. All right, we got an outside day to the downside, so that's good. So you got this here on your 60, the slight higher high. There's your broadening formation there, and now trying to walk down these series of lows. We'll see. Um, Good chance at an inside week. And here, how are you going to take this out? Right, we want to know. Right, which side of that month are you going to take out? If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and the Dow Jones Diamonds say here, closer to going two up, two down, and back into the highs off the week, right? Just kind of sitting here like a lot of the things. Looks like a lot of participants not doing much coming into the end of the month and starting off the new quarter. So what we'll look for certain sector themes or what's going on. So if you take a look at XLP, so you'll notice the difference here on the monthly of the diamonds and the Qs, right? That's told you this month it's diamonds, not Qs, right? Just so you know, that's how you keep tabs on that. If you go to XLP, and XLP, we noticed this last week they're starting to take more of a defensive posture here. Nice long week. Now that's trying to continue. And if you go to the monthly, you can see how this nice long green bar, outside bar. Yep, that was real nice. And so that now just goes exhaustion risk going in the highs. Still sticking around the highs, so that tells us all the boys over there, Mondelez here, Mondelez, looking for this in the monthly, outside month here to come up and take this outside month. All right, so we're still looking to take this out. $60, you're almost there. Been watching this for a while. Daily, just chewing its way up here, so wait for a little corrective activity. Maybe how's them 30s looking? Been a little quick, but we'll see. Here you go, inside 30 right there. Let's start the day. If we go to Clorox, and Clorox the bleach, here you go. Your inside day. And off she goes to the races. See if that sets up again for you. Some of this stuff a little quick. Coca-Cola. Coming up, slow and steady wins the race. Have we known about this? We have, because the inside month to the upside right here. Coke. If we go to Pepsi, and Pepsi inside in the 30 right now. See if you can take that up here off of that. As Pepsi outside monther, but all XLPs you can see catching a bid. You got Hershey's as well, and Hershey's here outside monther up in here. So right now trying to go inside 30. We'll see. You can see you got that 30 right in here. If we go to the diapers, Kimberly Clark. And inside 30, we'll see if we get a 60 out of that. Once again, it's like things can really dry up when you have these inside days in the futures. So if we see anything else, Procter and Gamble also coming up in all this here, taking out last month's highs and just a little stronger, just kind of stalling out up into here. If we go to Aerospace and Defense, just going sector by sector where you can see things happening. See Lockheed Martin coming up here nicely off the inside month here, I believe. Yep. Inside month to the upside, and that tells us we want to look at Northrop Grumman. Also, inside month to the upside. Trying to take that inside 30 right now. If you go to General Dynamics, not an inside month, but joining the party and trying to come up here with these guys. So we'll see how that goes. Also saw a little bit of a theme here going on with video gamers. Not total gangbusters, but you can see taking out last week's highs. That's something I want to know about, right? And ATVI, if you go to EA, EA taking out last week's highs, coming up here, setting up. I always want to be looking at if something's going to work, what's that going to set up? So you see this. If this works, you can set up a potential hammer for the month and then take it out and keep going. If you go to TTWO, and TTWO also trying to come up and take out last month's highs. So we'll see what comes of that. Had a nice reversal on Friday, but now just a little bit of a continuation. Market trying to firm up a little bit here. You got the Dow Jones Diamonds trying to go to the highs, and we know they've been stronger. Over there, them can be Johnny John. Here having a nice day, and you can see this monthly. It's either going to go outside month or set up the 2-bar ref strat. 1, 2 down, and Johnny John comes roaring back. Johnny John having a nice day, and that tells us to keep an eye on XLV. Here, an XLV, going to give us the outside month, and all those guys we've been watching like Humana, trying to come up again. And remember this, the outside month, 2 down, boom. We're looking to take this out because we got stuff like that in ANTM. The outside, the 2 down, and bam. That's something you definitely want to look for. If we go to FTNT. FTNT coming up here a little bit, and once again this weekly here you can see it took out the highs of the week previous, then came down, took out the lows, now boom here. So for the rest of the week, FTNT over 183.12, and look and see if we can go take out all those highs. FTNT. If we go to letter X, waking up here, letter X now drifting back down, but you can see this here, the monthly. This is in the weekend video because you took out the previous high, took out the previous low, and then boom. When you take this out, we're looking to take this out, which we did, and become an outside bar of that because that phenomenon exists. And you did it off the weekly with the inside, the poke down, and boom. Now it just goes into exhaustion risk, so we got to see you stop out all the shorts by doing that. The question is whether the buyers step up, so we'll see. And if we go to Oracle, and Oracle, here, just trying to continue, so it's just a continuation pattern. Now it comes in here a little bit on your 30. We'll see if we can get it inside 30. Just showing some early strength in the week. MNSO. And MNSO, little guy, but on a percentage gaining business, doing its job. So the reason we'd be watching this is here. To see if you can go inside week, down, and then take that back out for continuation over 24. You're getting closer to that. If we go to a little downside, we got Moderna. And Moderna, not the end of the world, but still watching some of these monthlies finish off, right? And you can see this was a 2 up by taking out the high in the month, then 2 down, still good. Then you triangle the out on the daily. Here is what we look for. the 2 down by taking out the previous low, the 2 up, the 2 down. And so these two become an outside bar of all that. And if that works, that reconfirms your monthly. You're also red on all time frames. And now you can go after a few more stops over in here, see if you can take them out. If you go to D-Dog, and D-Dog, here once again, that 2 down on the daily, here by taking out the low, taking out the high, boom, these two become an outside bar of all that. Not a lot of magnitude on that, but you're just reconfirming this blood red month, which is coming to an end. All right, SPY's still firming up a little bit, still an inside, but starting to firm up over there. If we go to team, and team, here once again, finishing off this month. The 2 down, the 2 up, shooter counters hammer. It did its job to take all these guys out. So now you can see the higher high, the lower low. There's your broadening formation. And then if it's going to continue, it's going to give us something like this. The 2 down, the 2 up, and then boom, these become an outside bar of all that. Question is whether it's going to continue, starting to firm up just a tad right now. If we go to CLDX, and CLDX, having a rough one here. So it's just got clocked. So big outside month there, takes a lot of stuff out of here. Now starting to stall out. We'll see if that sets up again to head back south. All right, what's going on here? Amazon cheating up a little bit. Amazon 2 day trying to come back up. How's Intel? Intel here, still inside month to the upside here. And one of the things I talked about here in the weekend videos, when you have an outside bar like this, the 3, 2, and then reverses, unless this gives you a reversal against you, you're going to go take this out, right? And then you can look for something like this, the inside 30, looks like it's probably a 60 as well. There you go, take your inside 60, and off she goes, Intel. If we go to, had some banks having some problems, but TCBI standing out here. Ow, after weekly, 2 up, 2 down, coming all down, potential outside month, red on all time frames, then you get your inside 60 right here. Off you go, puke. So we'll see if that sets up again for us. Like you said, market's starting to firm up a little bit here. If we go to solar names, JKS, and JKS still would be an inside week, but those things we look for, the 2 down, the 2 up and down. And then if you go to like Sun Power, see that same thing trying to become an outside bar of this, right? So we'll see what comes of those. If we go to Fossil, and Fossil still be inside week, so we know that it's an outside month, right? But you got that 2 down, 2 up, and right here on the daily, looking to come an outside bar of this and take these guys out. If we go to VIPs, and VIPs, part of the puker parties from last week, still an inside day, but there's a big enough range to keep an eye on it here, right? So when you have that size of a range, it's consider trading the inside days. Usually we would not. Right now we've got Costco coming up. Costco setting up this on the month, the potential 2 down, 2 up month, right? Costco, and it's been roaring back ever since these two inside weeks over there. So Costco's still coming up. If we go to Run, and Run still would be inside the week, but just once again that 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. We'll see. Now you got an inside 60. We'll see what comes of that. But Plug, and Pluggy still inside month to the downside here in the lower middle, and then the 2 down, the 2 up, the 2 down to see if we can make these two become an outside bar of all that if they want to bring her in. Like I said, market firming up here, and I'm always running out of time. We've got APPN. Now going inside on the 60, but you still the inside month to the downer for a few more days. So we're going to keep watching the motion of the ocean. And so, like I said, on a Monday, a lot of times we're just kind of seeing what the initial themes are, and then if those continue on a Tuesday. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith Black Channel here at Ticker Talk with Strat Time Report.